I'm gonna
This meeting
start the
is being
timer.
recorded.
We'll start the timer in about 2 minutes. It's gonna be very, very blessed. And I appreciate you all being early. Get started here shortly. If you all can hear the music, Natasha, I'm gonna make you co-host to let people in. Love you, sis. Love you. Let me know if y'all can hear the music though. We're gonna get things started here in about 5 minutes. Drop a 777 if you can hear me clearly. Make sure your guests are getting going. Family, good evening, good evening. If you are here for tonight's introduction to Alpha Society, you are in the right place. Please drop a 7 if you can hear me clearly. We're going to get things started here shortly. Thank you for being early. Please do a quick notebook check, and we're going to get going here right away. Again, fam, if you're locked in for tonight's introduction to Alpha Society, you are in the right place. Drop me a 3 if you can hear me clearly. Make sure that you let all of your guests know that we are here, we are excited, and we are ready for what's to come. Again, my name is Iyovia Bolden, and we're going to get things going here in just a couple of minutes. While we're here, let me know where you're tuning in from. City and state, let me know where you're tuning in from, and we're going to get things started. Super excited. I see Toronto in the chat. Where else? Where else? I see Birmingham, Alabama. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I see Montana. I see Virginia. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We're gonna get started. I'm excited to have a good time with you all. 3 minutes on the countdown. I see Christiansburg, Virginia. Where are we tuning in from? Send out those last minute invitations and let everybody know. I don't know about you all, but it feels like a party already. Christiansburg, Virginia in the house. Shout out to everybody. Family, how are y'all liking the violin vibes? Are y'all at peace? I know this was a busy Monday. Drop a 9 if you're feeling at peace. We're going to get things started right here shortly. 2 minutes on the countdown. Let me know what you're expecting from tonight, what you're looking to receive, and if you're excited, I'm going to get things going right here. Super thankful for all of you all being locked in, plugged in early. We're going to get things going in just a moment. I am your host, Iyovia Go. Excited to give you some information. Everyone is welcome to go. Drop PYT in the chat box if you're ready. PYT, prosperity, something, and testimony. That's all we're attracting in 2025. If your audio is not connected, please get that fixed. I would hate for you to stay this long with no audio. I'm going to message those of you all who don't have your audio connected. Got 1 minute left and 1 minute left. What's going on, everybody? For those of you all who do not know, my name is Iyovia Bolden. I'm humbled, thankful, grateful, and excited to be in front of each and every one of you all today. If you can see me clearly, drop a 4 in the chat box, the number 4. Drop that in the chat if you can hear and see me clearly. I'm thankful for the day. I'm appreciative for you all. And let me know in the chat box really quickly, what are you thankful for? What are some things that you're thankful for? I appreciate you all taking some time out of your holiday and out of your Monday evening just to learn a little bit more about the industry that has changed things for every single one of us who are a part of this community. Drop a 1 out of gratitude to whomever invited you. They see something inside of you to where you could do things just a little bit greater. And that's one thing that makes me extremely excited. For those of you all who may not know, my name is Iyovia Bolden. I'm 29 years old currently, and I know I may not look it, but I've actually been in this industry for a little over 7 years. And drop a 7 in the chat box if you know. It takes consistency and commitment to do something consistently for 7 years straight. You see, when I began in this industry, I was in graduate school. And drop a one if you understand, when I started, I didn't know anything about finance. I didn't know anything about ownership. I didn't know anything about investing. All I knew was that I wanted to change my current situation. And drop me a one if that's why you're here. You just want to see something different. Because for me, I realized 7 years ago when I was in your seat that in order for something to change in my life, I had to change something in my life. And I asked myself, what's going to be that difference maker? What's going to change things for me? And what's going to open these doors? And I was in graduate school. I had 4 classes, 4 lectures, and 2 labs. And I told myself, if I could just do something to where I don't have to pick up an additional job, that'll work for me. And drop a two if you understand you would like to have a little bit more of your time accessible to you and not have to keep exchanging it for income. I said, my time is put here to enjoy myself, to spend with my family, to make memories. Why should I spend it on a clock every single day? And don't feel bad if you're doing that right now. That's how I started. But for those of you all who are working, I want you to understand one thing. You can begin with the job, but I don't want you to end with the job. And drop a three if you receive that right now. We are going to shift the matrix today, utilizing a platform and information by the name of Alpha Society. And if you can see my slides, please drop me a 9 in the chat box. Again, I am your presenter today. My name is Tia Bolden. I began in this industry as a graduate school student. I couldn't have told you 7 years ago that it was going to allow me to walk away from a 6-figure career. All I knew was that I wanted to see a shift, and that's the reason I began. So, for the next 20 minutes or so, I'm going to tell you all a little bit about my journey. I'm going to tell you about our incredible platform and how it can work for you. If you're ready, drop me a 7, 7 being the number of completion, and I'm going to go ahead and get things started. One of my favorite things about our platform here with Alpha Society or here inside of our community is that we work together. You'll see on the screen a quick glimpse of our community. Here in Alpha Society, we focus on 4 main pillars: education, which is equipping you with the skills for success; development, which ensures your growth personally and professionally; community, which is the group of people that make sure that you're driving forward every single day, and like-minded individuals to uplift you; innovation, to keep you ahead of the curve in today's fast moving world. And drop a 3 if you see a familiar face on this screen. We have some of our family in the group right now, in the chat right now. Thank you all for your support as well, because here in Alpha Society, one thing we believe is that commitment lasts longer in community. It can be easy to stop or give up on ourselves, but when we have other people rooting and depending on us, it gives us that push to keep going. Now, one thing I know is that education means nothing without the foundation. And here inside of Alpha Society, we have some incredible leadership, which lays the foundation for where things are headed. We are led by the best in the industry. Our leaders and founders are proven in every single one of their fields. Drop a 4 if you understand there's something for everybody in Alpha Society. My mentor, Mr. Nano Torres, is the creator of our Mindset Academy. Our co-founder, Mr. Jay Awal, is the top educator on our trading academy. My sister, Mina Moves, is the top educator in our social media academy. And here, a young lady who may look familiar to you, Tia Bolden, is also an educator in our digital marketing academy. So drop a 4 if you understand this is the end all. This is where we make sure that everybody has access to what's required to succeed. But like I said earlier, education means nothing without the foundation. And our foundation here begins with Iyovia. Iyovia is our partner company where we have our flagship, which leads to our education towards success. It drives the access and the innovation with the tools for us to succeed. And fun fact, Iyovia stands for the path to greatness. And that's what we're on today. And if you believe you're getting a little bit closer to that greatness level that you aspire, drop me a 5 in the chat box, because it humbles me to tell you all a little bit about our breakdown inside of our house of brands. Here in Iyovia, we're not just a one-trick tool. We make sure that we give you all encompassed learning in the areas of learning through our education, in the areas of AI through innovation, in the areas of Iyovia Life to make sure that you're monitoring your health, and in the areas of travel with our Iyovia Go platform. Drop me a 4 if you understand that here in Iyovia, things only seem to get better. I want you to know our focus here in Iyovia is to keep you at the forefront. Drop a 1 if you understand You need to fix your roof before it starts to rain. You cannot wait until you need the education or till you need income to become a part of it. You've got to prepare yourself ahead of time. Noah didn't wait till it started raining to build the ark. If something were to happen to your plan A today, what would you do? And what will be your plan B? Our focus here in Iyovia is preparation, and that's where we do our best to keep you ahead of the wave through our academies. Now, drop a 3 in the chat box if you understand. Here in Iyovia, we break down our platform into 3 specific academies, and I'm going to give you clarity on each of them today. Our Foreign Exchange Academy, one of my favorites. This is the foundations of trading and investing. Drop a 1 if you've ever heard about trading before. If you haven't, drop a 1 if you have a bank account, because you're already participating in the foreign exchange market. If Natasha were to go to her bank today and deposit money, it would instantly be on her phone and she'd be able to see how much she put in. But when she goes to withdraw money, they tell her that it takes 3 to 5 business days for her to receive those funds. Drop a 3 if you understand the reason that she has to wait is because her money is not there. Her money is being traded in the foreign exchange market by experts at the bank who are doing the same thing and receiving full salaries from what we teach you here inside of our academy. We want you to become your own bank. We want you to be responsible for what your funds do and when they do so. That's what we teach you in the Foreign Exchange Academy. Our second academy is our Stocks and Crypto Academy. Drop a 2 if you understand some people want to trade every single day. Some want to place an entry and check it maybe once a month or once a year. Stocks and crypto is for my portfolio traders, for my long-term investors. If you're on this call, you may be having an amount of money set that you just want to put inside of an account and grow over a period of time. You would take best advantage of our Stocks and Crypto Academy. You're patient, you're passive, but you're willing to make the investment now and see what it does later. Crypto has been a huge buzz term in the year of 2025. And drop a 5 if you understand. People are not questioning it anymore. It's no longer what is that or does it work? It's how can I become involved and what am I missing out on? Our third academy, and I do my best not to be biased, but our third academy is our digital marketing and e-commerce academy. This is for my innovative entrepreneurs. Drop a 3 if you understand everybody is wanting to build a brand online, whether it's social media, whether it's Etsy, whether it's Amazon. If you want to make sales, you have to have effective marketing. There's not a single company you can name that doesn't utilize marketing to push their product one step further. So here in our digital marketing and e-commerce academy, we teach you social media. We teach you the ins and outs, and we keep you at the forefront of trends that are taking things a step further. Now, we've covered a bit of information in our 10 minutes together. Drop a 3 if you're learning so far. Drop a 3 if you're still with me. Drop a 4 if it's a bit much, but you're still carrying on. And drop a 5 if you're taking copious notes to stay on track with what we're going over today. Because what I want to do now is go a little bit more in depth on these academies and give you some understanding. But I want you to understand this. You have to move quicker than the pace of the world. Drop a 5 if you understand. If you move at the same pace as your bills, they'll continue to pile up on you. But if you move faster than them, if you create more income than what's being taken out, you will now be ahead of the curve. Artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, digital marketing, these are becoming regular day terms. Drop a 5 in the chat if you understand. Our world is not getting any less digital. Every day things evolve just a little bit more. And if you don't keep up, you will be left behind. I was in the airport the other day and I saw a wheelchair rolling a lady with no person pushing it. Drop a 9 if you know that digital AI is taking over jobs every single day. And if we don't master it, it will master us. So when we talk about AI, when we talk about these resources, we're simply positioning you ahead of the trend before it becomes popular to the masses. And I want to show you all a quick little snippet of what's to come inside of our digital academy. This is going to be impactful to our foreign exchange and our stocks and crypto. Drop a 1 once you can hear this video.
Snowden said he saw firsthand and became increasingly concerned about the reach of the NSA's electronic surveillance in the
Hello, I'm your AI mentor. How can I help you today? So, you want to know about Bitcoin, right? Let's look at the chart. This level is close to the breakout point seen on the 1-hour chart.
Your USD JPY exit target has been hit. It has been hit. You entered your last few trades a bit early.
Wow. Drop me a 2025 in the chat box if you just have a glimpse of what's to come. You may not understand everything. You may not see how it all works, but drop a 2025 if you know this is something you need to be a part of. Awesome. One thing I love about our AI integration is that in addition to the education, you have a personal mentor every step of the way. Drop a 5 if one of your fears getting into something new is doing it by yourself. This eliminates that. You'll always have someone by your side telling you, hey, you're hopping in this a little bit too early. Hey, let's focus here. Let's get a little bit better there. Assessment comes at its highest level within accountability, and that's what we're focusing on in this season. Now, we've given you a glimpse of 2 of our academies, but how many did I tell you all that we had total? Because we do have one left that I want to encompass before I let you all go. 3. If you drop 3 in the chat box, you're 100% correct. Now, this next academy is one that's near and dear to my heart. This is our digital marketing and e-commerce academy. Drop a 1 if you understand that we live in a consumer producer economy. Consumer producer economy. That means this. Every single time a purchase is made, there's somebody who spends money and somebody who makes money. The digital marketing and e-commerce platform helps you determine which side you want to be on. We specialize in social media monetization, online branding through UGC deals, e-commerce stores, digital advertising, social enterprise optimization, content creation, target audience, brand identity, and more. Drop a 3 if you've ever thought about starting a business but didn't know where to start. Thought about your own clothing brand, your own store, your own product, but you didn't really know where to begin. This is the power of digital marketing and e-commerce. It is not going anywhere. And there's a young lady here who created an amazing video about this that I want you all to watch really quickly. I don't know about you all, but it seems like nowadays everybody has a clothing brand. And that's okay, because just like bread, there's tons of kinds and they all sell. Websites like Printify allow you to print on demand and they're doing the production for you. So you go through their catalog, pick your product, place your logo or emblem on it, and from there you can create mock-ups, and now you're able to put them on a storefront in 3 simple steps. If you want to learn more about online stores, plug into my session 3 days a week on our Iyovia platform as we take your dreams from design to demand. Does she sound familiar to you all? I don't know. Her voice kind of rings a bell. Anyways, I'm so thankful for our digital marketing and e-commerce academy because it keeps things up to date. Now, if you thought things were not going to get a little bit better, drop a 4 if you know we're just getting started. We've covered the 3 academies, but here in Iyovia, they say education is just the beginning. We have to tell you about our extended benefits. Here with Iyovia, the first extended benefit is our Iyovia AI. If you've ever utilized ChatGPT, we have our own in-house platform that we give access to all of our students to utilize our AI mentor, and it learns your patterns so that it understands how to best assist you. Drop a 1 if you're excited for Iyovia AI. Our second extended benefit is Iyovia Go, because we understand that once you begin attaining wealth, you're going to want to see the world. You're going to want to travel with people you care most about. And our last extended benefit is our Iyovia Health. Iyovia Health or Iyovia Life is a huge deal because health is wealth. Nobody wants to make a whole bunch of money but not live to be able to enjoy it. So drop a 3 if you understand these extended benefits. Just add the icing on the cake of the platform inside of Iyovia and what we have our hands on. There should only be one question, which is why Iyovia? Why Alpha Society? Why digital learning? And why online education? I would give you one answer, but I'd rather give you three. We group our Iyovia platform into a 1, 2, 3 system, and drop a 3 if that's okay for you to understand. One is our education. When you get started, you're given 24/7 access to our educational academy with guided provision through our videos for you to have understanding of what's going on. So that fear of I don't know enough, it's eliminated because we're here to take you from zero to hero. Number two is our live sessions through Iyovia Live. Drop a 2 if you've ever watched Netflix before, because live is similar to our Netflix of our platform. Our educators are giving you real-time education, real insight, and answering your questions one-on-one to make sure you have an understanding of what you have your hands on. Number 3, one of my personal favorites, is our tools and apps. Drop a 3 if you're busy right now. You have school, you have work, you may have kids. Our tools and apps say, hey, we're going to allow you to do everything we're doing, but you can do it on the go. Until you free up your time to be able to do this at the same magnitude as us, we're going to assist you with getting in position. Now, out of the information that we covered and out of the sites that we went over, which academy was your favorite? Was it digital marketing? Was it foreign exchange? Or was it stocks and crypto? And better yet, let me know what two you like the best. Now give us a moment in the chat box. Which two would you have to say were the ones that stood out to you? You can say, hey, I'm interested in foreign exchange. I want to do something day to day to develop income. Or you can say, hey, I kind of like the stocks and crypto. I'm looking to invest long term. Or you could say, I think I'm more of a digital marketing person. I want something where I can grow and develop my own brand. Which two did it for you? I see digital marketing and foreign exchange. I see foreign exchange and stocks and crypto. I see a lot of different options. And one thing I love, one thing that really makes me excited about our platform is that we give you access to all of them. We give you access to the ones of your choice. See, I know you all have a business mind. I know you all are entrepreneurship like. That's why you're here. And limiting your education to just one doesn't really seem fair to me. Drop a 1 if you understand that every single thing you do in life is going to cost you something, either time or money. And what I've learned is that people who are wealthy put their money into education. The people who are not wealthy put their money into entertainment. So for those of y'all who are desirous of wealth through the 2 academies that you gave, I want you to understand that Iyovia provides education, trading insight, AI innovation, digital marketing, exposure, and more, which is valued at over $10,000 for something less than the last flight that I took. $274.95, a 3-figure investment that gives you not one, but pick 2 and receive 4 of our academies in one. And when you pick your 2, we bundle them with travel and mindset, because mindset, we understand that a $10 mentality will never be able to sustain $10,000 in income. You personally have to grow. Travel, because once you get wealthy, we want you to see the world. We want you to travel and enjoy your loved ones. Drop a 5 in the chat box if you currently pay bills, because I know everybody's looking at the 4-week billing cycle, $249.95 a month. So I want to address it head on. Out of all the bills that each and every one of us is paying right now, how many of those are paying you all back? Keep the 5s going if you know that we pay rent, car insurance, cell phone bill, and more every single month, every 30 days. They seem to come around quicker and quicker. And out of all of them, how many of them have shown you a return on investment? Here with Iyovia, when you remain within our education for an entire year, we give you a free trip. We let you choose your destination as a part of Iyovia Go and take a free trip at the end of a yearly cycle. Drop a 1 if you understand Honda, Progressive, Verizon, AT&T, and your landlords are not doing that. But here in Iyovia, we want to say thank you for your consistency. Thank you for believing in the mission. This is our way of appreciating the things that you do. So when you look at the startup investment, $274.95, ask yourself, when is the last time I spent $300? And did it pay you back? One thing I know is that if you're investing one time a month, but making money or growing as a person every single day, drop a 3 if the odds are paying out in your favor. Let's break it down one step further. $274.95 for our startup, for 2 academies and an additional 2 added in. $249.95 a month. It may sound like a lot, but drop an 8 if you understand that's only $8 a day. Are you willing to sacrifice your Starbucks money, your McDonald's money, your happy hour money to put yourself in position to never having to look forward to those things again? Today was a holiday and a lot of people took today off, but there are some people who kept today on so that every single day can be a holiday. You have to ask yourself, in the midst of adversity, what is your decision? And will you make the decision before your decisions make you? I know there's some people saying, Tia, I love the education. I love the way this looks. This is something that could really work for me, but I have enough bills right now. I'm not ready to take on another one. If there was a way that I could receive this for free, I'd be even more interested. And drop a 2 if that's you, because here inside of Iyovia, we are for the people. So we say, you know what? We're going to offer you a way to get it for free. And we give you the access to waive your subscription with 2 individuals. And I'm not asking you to teach these 2 people. I'm not asking you to show them the way. I'm asking you all to learn alongside one another. Drop a 2 in the chat box if you've ever had somebody ask you for money. And I see the 2s rolling in. You all realize that those are the best people to help you get your subscription waived? Because if you don't help them, if you don't assist them now, you're going to serve them forever. If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man a fish, you feed him for a lifetime. So don't think of it as just bringing people. Think of it as putting others in position so that they can now position themselves. The way we look at things changes when we change the way that we look at things. And that leads me further into our independent business owner sector. But on top of that, every single person that you bring into this industry, you receive a quick bonus on top of that. So drop a 3 if you understand. We're basically paying you to waive your subscription so that you keep access to your tools and your services. Now, this last portion is one of my favorite because I love ownership. If you're an entrepreneur, drop me a 4 in the chat box. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you have a business idea and don't really know how to get it off the ground, drop a 4 in the chat box. If you thought about starting a business but didn't have the overhead capital, drop a 4 in the chat box. If you think you have an idea right now that could be a great business, but you don't know the next steps or the strategy, drop a 4 in the chat box. Because here inside of Iyovia, we have what we call our independent business ownership platform, giving you the strategy, the tools, the community, and the insight to take your business next level. And my favorite thing about our Iyovia business model is that it has the cheapest startup ever. Drop a 3 if you've ever heard anywhere where you can start a business for 3 figures. I don't think so. That's why I love Iyovia so much, because while you're learning, you get the access to earn at the same time. When I was in college, I had to go to school for 4 years and get my degree before I could ask somebody how much I want to make it a job. But drop a 2 if you know that here we start learning, we apply the information, we begin earning, and we let our earnings propel our learnings even farther. That's the power of what we have our hands on. Inside of our independent business owner program, you're able to develop recurring income by impacting lives. This is our digital income business outreach success goal sheet. And before you get frantic or afraid, drop a 1 if you understand that this sector of our academy is 100% optional. People do this because they want to, not because they have to. When you get started with Iyovia, you have a decision of being 2 types of people. You can be person number 1 who invests on a monthly recurring basis to utilize our products and service. You can be person number 2 who gets paid on a weekly basis for utilizing our products and services. And that decision is up to you. But I want you all to understand that 84% of our academy is customer based. Drop a 3 if you understand those are people who are utilizing the products, utilizing the live sessions, hopping on every single day and getting educated and developing their return in that manner. But for my business owners, my 14%, my other individuals, you're growing through our residual income program. And drop a 3 if you understand that residual income means that you do something correctly one time and it continues to pay you. Here in our residual income program, the odds don't stop. There's no limit on the success that you can reach. But I want to highlight one specific level. It's titled Platinum. And drop a P in the chat box for Platinum so you have a better understanding Our platinum leaders are impacting anywhere between 27 and 30 lives. And the interesting thing about the platinum level is that they're generating $1,000 per month. Drop a 9 if you understand that the average American, 90% of Americans don't have $1,000 saved currently in a bank account. So when you achieve the level of platinum, when you're impacting 30 people with what you know already works, not teaching them, but you all are learning alongside together and growing in a common ecosystem and community, you've now separated yourself from 90% of the entire population simply because you made a decision. One thing I want you all to understand as you're listening right here and I begin to close is that you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start in order to be great. Your next steps from here will be to reach back out to the person who invited you. Tell them, hey, I enjoyed that. This was great. Hey, I learned a lot. This was good. Hey, here's where I stand on things. How do I proceed forward? Because drop a 3 if you understand there's 3 types of people on this call. Person number 1, you say, I can do this. I'm willing to give it a shot. I place bets every single day. This time I'm going to bet on me and see where I can take it. Give me what's required. I'm ready to begin. Person number 2, you say, this was quite a bit of information for 30 minutes, but I believe in me. I'm willing to see what it's about. If I could get on a one-on-one Zoom or a phone call with someone, I'd be willing to learn what's required to take it further. I've been doing the same thing for a while and I see what that's going to do. Let me see what something different can possibly do for me. Person number 3, you say, I'm not sure if this is for me right now. I'm a little hesitant, but I know somebody who could be impacted by this information. I'm going to give them access and info to you, and I'll reach back out when it's a better time for me. And for the people who are person number 3, I want you to understand this. You can make $1 million or 1,000,000 excuses, but you'll never be able to make both. So for the people who do the first, I look forward to seeing you in our groups. I look forward to seeing you in our chats. But most importantly, I look forward to seeing you at the top because the bottom is just far, far, far too crowded. But here in Alpha Society, here in Iyovia, and here in our group, we'll never look down on anybody unless we're willing to help them up. Thank you all for being on, and I'll catch up with you soon.